So this bird has just been sitting there the whole time. Okay, the whole time it's been sitting there. And we press play, and we have these ideas, and these ideas are, why is this bird sitting up on the same spot, in the same place, being antisocial, being away from other birds, not acting the same? I've been through this before, okay, years ago. I'm not very happy right now that the larger consciousness system kind of wants me to film birds again, but it does. So because I keep getting clues like birds flying at my head. Some birds will protect me if I go outside the film, like I'm a child or something. Just weird things like that. I'll show up, all of a sudden there's no birds in the sky, and then all of a sudden next to me there's birds everywhere. Whatever. I'm not going to go into conspiracy theory, but here's the bird I was just focusing on. And nothing strange about that, but I was just watching it. What you're going to see sometimes is those birds that are on the actual power lines, they move. Okay, they actually do move without moving. This one's doing that right now. Now, after hours and hours of watching, not hours, but a couple hours watching, now all of a sudden its head pops up. It had no head for like 3 hours, but now it's awake because what? I'm like 100 yards away filming this thing. In the bottom left-hand corner of the video, I'm going to show you again a secret that was shared a while ago, but it wasn't as graphic or as serious as this one. And the larger consciousness system has been kind of hinting to me that it would like to go back to that to show people that this system has a consciousness that's not only connected to us, but also to animals, plants, dirt, rocks, everything. So there is the sphere. This is a flying sphere. That is not a bird. That is not a winged animal. Okay? It's a sphere. Okay? Of course, it comes out of nowhere. So the odds of, again, me being able to film something like this is like, 1 in, I think, 17 billion. But then it turns into what I call a weirded out flip-flop, runaway, like broken satellite syndrome, where it's still a sphere, okay? But it's wobbling, right? In any event, it's bright out, guys. So this is brighter than the brightness of the sky. Think about that. And I'm noticing it. And I'm just kind of like, this is interesting. And I'm like, okay, I wonder if this is a moving star or because it was still daytime. Basically, it goes far away from me. And this is really fast, by the way. Right? I'm in super slow motion. It basically, from my perspective, it disappears. It's gone. Now put it on pause for a second. You would not know that something's there. I'm sorry. Once I move my camera out of the way, you have no idea. Well, it is. It's right underneath the bird to the right of it. I know that because I can see the distortion in the electromagnetic field. So all of a sudden, this guy, the bird, is totally awake now. It's alert. It's like all of a sudden woke up from its fucking 6-hour coma. And now you're going to see the invisible object come up here, and what it's going to do is transform itself into a bird. It's already done it. See, let me go back. There it is. It's a hint of gray. See it? So it shows you nothing. And then all of a sudden, it's going to, this white sphere will turn into a bird. But it's doing it right where the power line is on purpose to confuse you. So here it is. So either it's a flying saucer or it's a something. But no, we're lucky enough to where it is a sphere, a bird. First it was a sphere, now it's a bird. Okay, these birds that are flying around all over the world. And the reason they know where to go north for the, for the summer and south for the winter is because they're being controlled by a mind, a larger consciousness system mind that is telling me to inform the public, since, that there is a bigger picture and a larger reality out there. And that's why I get these videos. And now it's going to go into bird mode. It's going to turn into a black buzzard. Okay? And it's going to elongate its wings. And that's it. So I already know that these birds are fake. I know that some birds that are traveling 20,000 feet in the air is impossible. I know that. So it tried to transform itself into a bird. Okay? Now Mr. Duckbill Platypus over here is awake now. Well, that's nice. What a coincidence. So now it's bird. So I'm like, cool. You know what? I think I'm going to... I'm not sure. I'll just stay with the bird I'm with and just film both of them. That's my thought. But then I said, nah. I think I'm going to go zoom in on this guy and see, take a look. Because something seemed weird in the bottom. At the moment, I saw a white sphere, but I wasn't sure if it was still the same thing. Well, I start focusing on the bird that's above. It's essentially came out of nowhere and came out as a flying egg. Well, we have a problem. It drops, as I zoom in, this thing drops rapidly. Okay, now, it's, I'm not even sure if you guys can see it. Oh man, I should have been pointing. And I had glasses over here. I did, but I can't find them now. It's just the way things work in a simulation. Now the screen's going to change color now that I do this. Without a doubt, it'll change color. Okay. So be prepared. I have to go back and change it again and again and again. Okay. That's it right here. So what I decided to do was to watch the bird. Told you. What did I tell you? It will definitely do that 100%. Okay. So while I'm doing that, the sleepy 6-hour bird decides to start acting crazy and start flapping its wings as to get my attention, like, hey, sir, right here. I'm awake now, sir. I'm flapping my wings. I know I've been sleeping for 8 hours while you've been working, and I haven't moved, but I'm awake now. So it won't come into my screen. It will not do that, no. Because the goal of this is to film this other bird. But it's still indicating to me a couple of things. One, to distract me. Larger consciousness system plays sometimes these little games. And the other thing is to say, yes, you're right, you're onto something. That's probably what it is. It's probably flagging it down, telling me I'm onto something. That's the way I took it. Because that bird was in a coma. So as I continue filming this thing, it disintegrates. It disintegrates. It's not really there anymore. Okay, this is not an illusion. I'm not playing jokes with you people. It's not funny. It turns back into a white sphere. and zips up at Johnny Warp 5 drive speed and leaves. So the whole thing is, okay, you can't see it. It dissolves.